Secret Menu Podcast with your hosts, Diego Red and Money Boss. Brought to you by Rebel TV, the Rebel entity. Live from the West Side and worldwide. Real ones know what's up, and if you don't, you get the point. Tap in. It's the Secret Menu Podcast. The Secret Menu Podcast with your hosts, Diego Red and Money Boss. Brought to you by Rebel TV, the Rebel entity.
This is fresh.
Live from the West Side and worldwide. Real ones know what's up, and if you don't, you get the point. Tap in. It's the Secret Menu Podcast.
This is fresh.
Money Boss.
What's happening with it?
What it do, man? Just like that, we are back. It's been a minute. It's absolutely been a minute. It was a week off. I got a little feedback from you. Is that on my end or yours?
Probably mine. Hold on. How about now?
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very long. It's good. That's how I normally sound. But it was a week off. Just like that, we are back. Secret Menu Podcast, first and foremost. Money Boss. I got to extend a public apology to you, my brother, because I was on some bullshit publicly. And we argue all the time. We've had epic arguments on this motherfucker. We've had epic arguments on Sunday service. We've had some epic arguments on this motherfucker. But as I watched the tape back, I immediately woke up and called you that very next morning after sneakingly. For those of y'all who don't know, I immediately woke up and called, bro. If y'all wasn't there, then y'all don't even need to know what the fuck's going on. But, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I immediately woke up, called you, apologized then. However, I still did rewatch the tape. And we argue all the time. And when we argue, we always just brush it off. Oh, bro was drunk. I was drunk. You've seen me many times drunk arguing with many other niggas.
Right. Right.
Everyone knows I got a fucking problem at times. You know what I'm saying? Mandy says a drunk ain't shit. A drunk ain't. However, yet and still, even though while watching it, it was just one thing that really did not sit right with me that came out of my mouth. I kept repeating that it's my shit, and that is incorrect. So I want to make that clear to anybody watching this. This shit was built with the boss. It was created with the boss in mind, and it wouldn't be nothing without the boss. So I was completely wrong, drunk or whatever, you know what I'm saying that, because it's 1,000 things in the world I could go do. It wouldn't be this shit. It wouldn't have the impact that this shit had. It wouldn't be what we built together doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So even though I know you just be like, bro, drunk, that nigga drunk, that didn't sit right with me saying that, because it's like even in our argument, we argue all the time and then we'll get back together the next day and then whatever, we'll hash it out. That right there me continuing to talk after the fact didn't have nothing to do with what really was. That shit didn't have nothing to do with the whole me wanting to talk to a motherfucker. That should never have anything to do with what we built, what we got going on. So I just want to publicly say, I apologize. I love you, bro. Shit wouldn't be nothing without you. This shit is yours. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hard. Without a doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Always been hard.
For sure.
And I didn't even, I watched the ending of it and I just cut it off. I was like, he's drink. And then I watched you and I'm like, that's my brother, and I'm watching him embarrass himself on the podcast drunk, and I can't. I'm mad at us. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at us. But again, like I told you off the podcast, that alcohol is a motherfucker when we drinking it.
And it is.
And when we drink, we don't just drink, y'all. We really drink. Some of y'all may be in here saying, take a shot, but we're taking the shots before the show.
In between the shots.
In between the show.
In between the shots.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. So it was good. Like I said,
I drank since then, and then I was like, damn, I just took a couple of shots. I felt just as good as when I drank the bottle. I be drinking. It's like a nigga who smoke weed. He just keep firing up blunt after blunt. Like, nigga, how high you gonna get? That's kind of what I be doing with the bottle. Like, how drunk are you gonna get, nigga? Like, that drunk, drunk enough to say some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is.
Mandy, I'm going back to wine next year. December 31st.
You going back to wine? Fuck that, man.
Wine.
We like Tequila Bus.
Year.
But we like Tequila Bus. You do a year, then you take a year off?
I do a year, and I take a year off. So, I've been doing that for the last 5 years. So, I mean, I
see my guy Q-Ball is in the house. Q-Ball, I also owe you an apology because you don't got nothing to do with this shit. You love us both. You calling in, trying to, diffuse the situation. I said, fuck you.
Oh, you was on fire.
Yeah, I was tripping. Q-Ball, definitely owe you an apology. You definitely my guy, you know what I'm saying? And we both got a lot of love for you, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck. Tupac. I don't know who the fuck is in my body. I was doing a lot. I was tripping, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? But just like that, we back. Secret Menu Podcast. Money Making Motivation Mondays, man. We are in here, man. Let's see what's going on in the world. It's a lot going on in the world. For one, let's start here. We don't even got a load of video for this because, look, Ron said what popped off a lot. We was just drunk. Wasn't nothing too crazy. I just was drunk ranting after. Is what I don't like about it. Because that wasn't even our most epic of arguments. Like, we've had the Sunday service arguments that everybody's not privy to probably was crazier.
It was probably that was probably the one of one.
One of the Sunday service ones, yeah.
I was boiling.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we do this. We have our shit, but like I said, I don't ever want to discredit what you do, what you build. And me knowing from the beginning, doing this is who I need doing this with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever discredit the fact that this shit couldn't exist without you. You know what I'm saying? For sure. All the other shit will work through that. But I don't need a motherfucker outside of this saying, oh, well, you know it. Nah. This shit couldn't exist without the boss. Lee Baby's in the house. Ron Lee Carnegie's in the house. Mandy McIntyre's in the house. DeQuincy Lee is in the house. Yvonne Gordon is in the house. Kiana Allen's in the house. Just Regina is in the building. Hope you feeling much better, boss. Before we go any further, man, I seen something that kind of took me back a little bit, but I'm usually moving, clicking buttons, and I see the comments and I say the names. So I saw some information on my timeline, and it was a familiar name the name just stuck with me because I'm used to saying this name as I'm looking through the chat, and I heard some tragic news. Go ahead, let people know what's going
I don't know the details. I just know I want to give a shout out and rest in peace to our girl Xavier. Xavier has been a friend of the family, of my family, since Dre, her, and Kiana went to school together, starting at Hoover, I think, or Scandinavian, something like that. But I was really one of a really, really good friend of my family. She was a really good friend of myself, outside of my family, but a good friend of myself. And I just want to give my condolences to the family, to her husband, to her kids, to her family. I don't know what happened. I just woke up and seen it. I had the person that posted. I'm like, what are you talking about? What the fuck? Because it was just weird. So,
and she was always
yeah,
here giving advice, and because it's Zave B.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I remember
remember we was
saying
gonna
that
get
name.
the
I've never seen her face or anything, but she's always here showing love. And you said she was gonna what? Come on,
come on, because she's a
psychiatrist, right?
Yeah, she does the thing. We was going for the mental health shit for the kids.
Right.
Find out what mental health really was. She was one of those ones that was going to come
As a
and,
psychiatrist, you know what I'm saying?
and really break it down for us. And, damn, it's crazy.
Rest in peace.
Crazy.
That shit, it fucked me up when I seen it. I'm like, is this the same person that's usually in the comments? You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace,
Yeah.
man. Life is short, man. Love the people you love. Moonchild Mel is in the house. Pooh Bear is in the building. CEO Hot Rod is in the house. You know what I'm talking about it. Let's get right into it, man. The Olympics have come and gone, and we did our thing over there. Us being USA, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One of our key gold medal winners was Noah Lyles. He won that gold medal by the skin of his teeth. But he won that motherfucker. He didn't even think he won it when he won it. But he won that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. However, there's several things that surround my guy. A couple of things that surround my guy. He had some shit to say about the basketball team, which was the first controversy. He was like, these niggas is the champions of the United States. You niggas don't play nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess track niggas compete against world niggas all the time. I guess. I don't know. So that kind of had a stain on his name. But the other thing was Dwayne Wade immediately couldn't wait to post this nigga. And I didn't even know the nigga had his nails did, but Dwayne Wade was like, yeah. And he got his nails painted. Say something. I'm like, is this a challenge? Was this a challenge from... Was it a challenge from Dwayne Wade to say something, or was it a like, y'all be talking about me, why y'all not talking about him ass moment? Like, what was Dwayne Wade doing?
Dwayne Wade was trying to do and clear himself with the nail polish shit. Like, you guys ran down on me about the nail polish shit, me having my nails painted, but look at the gold medal winning of the 100-meter dash. He has his nails painted. You guys are not, and it's no big old rah about that. So I think that's it Dwayne Wade was doing, but wasn't perfect timing.
Yeah, the people didn't really let him off the hook either in the comments. They fired his ass up just as well. Right. But salute to this guy, you know what I'm saying, for winning a gold medal, even with his nails painted or whatever. There was a couple funny moments. One of them being, let me find her. They had fucking breakdancing. They had breakdancing in the Olympics this year. I don't know if they've ever had it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really watch none of the shit because the times are weird and I'm usually over here or I'm at work or I'm doing something. But I see ping pong when I turn the TV on. Okay, ping pong on the Olympics. I didn't really care for. But then I saw breakdancing, and this young lady went viral for her routine. Let's take a look. Wrong motherfucker. Here it is.
Nigga, what did you talk about?
I don't know what the hell she was
She
doing.
pulled out every stunt she can to do that dance.
And she went viral with people talking a whole lot of shit. But I like people that are very confident in themselves, because this bitch has a platinum confidence. She became a meme. She became the butt of the joke to the whole entire world for her dance routine. And she still had this to say to you motherfuckers. Olympic break dancer Rachel Gunn proudly declares she achieved exactly what she set out to do at the Paris Olympics. Some Olympians spend their entire lives training to make history, to carve out a name for themselves. I trained for exactly 37 days. It looked like it. No. 37 minutes. 37 minutes. I gave her days. She said, I trained for exactly 37 minutes, and now I'm the most famous break dancer in the world. My sick moves shut down the entire event. How many Olympians can say that?
Hilarious.
Is this delusional as fuck or what?
Very delusional. Your move is not what set the world on fire, because they wasn't something that was awesome. Your moves was something you were doing that we were thinking, this child has epilepsy, he has Parkinson's, he has some kind of something going on with her, that she believes that's what breakdancing is. She believes that in her head. So something is wrong here. So if that's what she thought, that's a bad way to think of it.
She might get some. The world we live in now, she'll probably get some type of endorsement deal or commercial for something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Motherfucker looked like she was having a seizure or some type of shit. I don't know. But it gave breakdancing a bad rap, and that was the first video I showed. There was actually good breakdancers. Let me play a little bit more of it. There was actually motherfuckers who really breakdance. The only ones we were seeing was her. You know what I'm saying? But there were actually people who actually doing amazing shit. Shout out to them. She kind of put a stain. She kind of put a stain on the shit, because they said it won't be no breakdancing at the 2028 Olympics. But 2028 Olympics will be in Los Angeles, California, West Coast. That's big. My partner was like, I gotta get tickets. And I'm like, you know what, nigga? When you figure out how to get tickets, let me get tickets. Then another nigga said, nigga, it's $237 for the worst seat for each event. And that's now. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see at least one basketball game and the women's. Do you think, shout out to the women's 4x4. Sha'Carri Richardson will be here in 4 years?
Yes, she's young.
Okay.
She's still young. The older they get, the faster. As they get older, they get faster. And as they peak, because if you look at all the runners, they peak at a really high age. It's 30s, 33, 34. They peak right there. That's where they're going to peak. They're peaking going into the mid 30s, right? When they peak, then it's downhill from there. She's only like 4, 5, 6 or something like that.
She'll still be around.
Is she going to be around?
She didn't win gold in the 100.
Mm-mm.
They said she was denied access to the practice field because she came in her own vehicle. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her and the other girl chose not to even run. Right. You believe that her not being able to warm up had something to do with her not winning that race?
I don't know if that had something to do with not winning the race, but it affects you running the race. Your routine is your routine. When you do your routine, that's what you're preparing for. You prepare for this all the time, this way, that way. When you have to do something out of your norm, walk a long way, now you're taking away from the things that you got to do that you're used to doing.
Right, that extra walk.
That's why Frazier was like, nah, I'm not going to put myself out there.
Right, because what she did was come to the gate. They have a gate. So apparently all the people in the Olympics must get on a bus at their hotels and shit and come through a specific gate. No private vehicles are allowed through this gate. She and the other young lady, they had their own lodging. They got Airbnbs or they got whatever. They didn't make it over there to get on the bus. They just drove their own vehicles, and when they got to the gate, they was turned around. We can't let y'all in here this way. Y'all got to go. The buses got to go through here. Only these buses are allowed in here. So they had to walk around just based on, because people, why she didn't drive around? Because the way the shit's set up, you can't drive. You got to walk. So she had to walk hella far around. And I thought about it. What's my nigga name? Dante Wilder. Mm-hmm. Remember when Dante Wilder got out the car on the Las Vegas Strip? Wearing that big ass gold suit and walked hella far. That was the first major loss he took. I said, nigga, all that walking before your fight did it. And I think that might have had something to do with her losing as well. You know what I'm saying? Kimberly Williams is in the house. Better late than never. So hopefully in 4 years she around. Do you see yourself going to LA in 4 years to catch any? You ain't fucking with none of it.
No, none of that.
I would like to see the women's run. I don't keep up with them. For some reason, the women always be in the media for running. So I would like to see Sha'Carri Richardson in the flesh. And I would like to see the back. Now, this is a question. Shout out my boy Ron Lee. He in this motherfucker. He said, if niggas is smart, they put their money on the USA not winning gold basketball in 2028. He says that team, because we had a couple close moments this year. He's saying in 2028, that team, because they predicted the team and showed the niggas that might be there, won't be as good. And the odds was like 5,000 to 1. It's a gamble. But do you see
That's
us?
Going to be the
we
worst
5 consecutive. We 5 straight, listen, I think.
And I just want you to understand. KD's going to be gone. LeBron's going to be gone, and maybe even Steph. Let's say they're gone, right? Mm-hmm. Say them gone. Let's say Booker maybe on his last leg, right? On that team, if he makes that team. The young guys that's coming, no fucking way we're losing. But the young guys that we have that playing now, no way we lose.
In 4 years, we got savages.
No way. No.
It's a gamble.
They're just losing money.
I don't think Ron is saying like we're gonna be trash. He's like the 5,000 to 1 odds. It's worth gambling 500. You know what I'm saying? It's worth gambling 500.
I wouldn't put my 500 on that. I'll find something else to put my 500 on. That I would be.
The fight just passed, and niggas would have got rich if they bet against Pitbull. Because his odds was crazy.
Was his odds crazy?
Yeah, his odds was crazy.
I keep telling everybody. So Pitbull is not a boxer. He's a bull charging fighter.
Right.
That's it. It's a difference between He has no skill. His skills is I'm gonna come right at you and I'm gonna throw a lot of punches.
We should have got on. I wish you would have said it, nigga. We could have got on that.
That's his skill. That's why I keep telling everybody.
But I didn't. I don't know. I don't know too much about that guy he fought though. But I didn't see him losing. He was one of the ones I thought definitely was winning.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
I thought Crawford would have had a more impressive win.
The young kid he was fighting, quick hands, can box. See, that's what he has a problem. Pitbull has a problem with boxers because boxers know how to box, throw their punches, get the fuck away from you, and have you chase them, and you run into counters. Now, don't think that the fighter is going to go in there and fight you hard and motherfucking hit you across your head a couple of times because that's what's going to happen. But a boxer is going to outbox Pitbull.
We got to find our bet. We got to find our bet. Yeah. College football is back, I think, August.
I was just about to tell you that.
August 26th.
Get ready. You get
NFL
ready.
Is like
we got to go into the deep.
I've been on it. I'm already calculating. We got to get our money this year for sure. Anthony Anderson. I didn't mean to give you that. Anthony Dwayne Anderson's in the house. My boy Kendra Marshall is also in the house. Yeah, we gotta kill a ass this year in the sports book. Definitely gotta kill a ass in the sports book. Let's get into some of this ghetto shit, man. Our boy, the new Ike Turner, man, has been sentenced. Blueface sentenced to 4 years in prison. His father took to social media to say, y'all pray for him. Let's take a look.
Good afternoon, y'all. Y'all can probably tell the results whenever I left. I gave him 4 years. I'm on the station. Good afternoon.
I thought he was getting out.
4 years. Whack 100 believes due to time served, due to good time.
He'll do about 2 years.
Whack says 11 fucking months. I'm like, I can't calculate it. Like, he ain't been gone that long. You saying 2 years?
I thought it. Yeah, he'll do
I
about
think
2
Whack
years.
is just saying that to not be wrong because he was predicting early how long he'd do. You know what I'm saying? Kimberly says,
how long has he been in there?
Kimberly, we've had Blueface's dad on here. Remember, he didn't want to take the baby at court. We've seen Blueface's dad. Blueface's dad actually was kind of moving like a op. He kind of was like always on Krishan's, do you need to be with this girl and her baby? You really didn't see him with Blueface because he was kind of always around Krishan, wanting to have a baby with him and fucking with the baby on social media. But we've seen the dad. But you said, what, boss?
How long did he go? How long has he been in there?
It ain't, boss. It can't be like 6 months since we said he got arrested.
So that's the counting.
So that's a year off.
This is why I'm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's already a year, right? And this is what I'm saying. He's not sentenced to 4 years with 85 or 80, right? He's probably sentenced with.
I'm not sure.
With 4 with half. This is why he's probably saying 11 months. He's sentenced with 4 with. I guarantee
so
his
he had
time
3.
was 4 with half.
So he had 3. Then
right.
good behavior gonna knock some.
Right. So that's why Whack is saying
he ain't
11, 12 months.
Okay.
Right. Now, that's why I'm saying 4 years. What the fuck did they give him? 8,
Jay
9
Hardy
years?
in the house.
4 years.
What's good,
He'll
bro?
be home pretty soon.
He might be home soon. But there's another piece to this, which is just as tragic. Because he's not the only one in jail. Krishan Rock is also in jail. She's been extradited. She's been extradited to Oklahoma, and she's facing up to 8 years in prison. And I made a post about this because Blueface just got 4. She's facing 8. She'll probably get 2. But regardless of what they each get, they made a baby, boss. And that baby will not have either parent around on his first birthday. All this toxic shit, all this TV, all the people on her side, his side, lead this nigga, lead that nigga. She did that shit in Oklahoma on her own reconnaissance. The baby not having either parent, my guy, on its first birthday. What does that say about these two as parents?
parenting doesn't come with a handbook, and I'm gonna tell that to everybody. You don't get a handbook with that. So some things you learn on the fly, and you look at other people and how you grew up, and things that you wish was different from you. I mean, different for you. You try to do for your child, and then sometimes you find yourself in a hard spot, you know. And right now they're in a hard spot, and I think it's going to be really a sad occasion for this child on his first birthday not to have neither one of the parents there. But then the baby's one. It's not going to be something that probably going to be something that's remembered.
Yeah.
You know,
they got time to get it together, come home, and do the
come
right
home.
shit.
Yeah, because once that baby is 2, 3, 4, 5, oh yeah, your ass is you in trouble. Get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? So
prayers for both of them, Blueface and Krishan. School is back in. Y'all side niggas can come by. Daytime fucking going on. A lot of daytime fucking back in action, boss. But there have been some strange, as every year. I can't find this nigga, he didn't get my baby no clothes. All the deadbeat dad posts are up on the internet. The internet is tweaking and they are tripping right now because they're calling this lady a deadbeat mom, boss.
Yeah.
You a braid nigga. You've had some of the flyest braid designs I've ever seen a nigga have. You and Allen Iverson. Boston Allen Iverson has had some of the flyest braids. I'm looking at this little girl braids and her shit are fire. And you're like, why are you showing me her braids? I'm showing you her braids because they're killing this lady on the internet. She says, so asked my baby daddy for money to get our baby hair done for school because school's back in. Mm-hmm. He really went and had his girlfriend do her hair so he don't have to pay me. I didn't like that part of the sentence, but we'll get back to that.
Hey, yeah, that was crazy.
He really went and had his girlfriend do her hair so he don't have to pay me. I'm ready to pull up, to be honest, at the disrespect. I took it the fuck out. And now she going to school with a ponytail instead. One thing you not gonna do is allow a woman I don't like to be touching my baby's head, period. I found out she went shopping for my baby's school clothes and picked them out too. Like that's not her mother, and I'ma make sure she doesn't go over there no more. Keep playing with me. Now, we talk about this all the time. Shit's fire. Hairdo fire.
Shit's dope. Well,
the daddy posted the pictures of the baby hair, for sure.
Dope.
This is for her first day of school. The mom's upset.
Oh, she was killing.
We talk about this all the time. A motherfucker saying, hey, you gotta, well, her key words though, because it ain't just, you got a bitch around my daughter. She says, you got a bitch I don't like. Her key words. Let me be sure. Let me put it back up. Touching, I don't, okay. One thing you're not gonna do is allow a woman I don't like to be touching my baby hair. So it's a woman I don't like. So it ain't that she just saying, hey, don't be having no bitches touching my baby hair. It's a woman. So they probably had some prior disagreements based on the man. Dick and pussy shit, right? Did he overstep his boundaries letting her letting his other lady that she don't get along with do the hair?
No, not at all. That little girl need her hair done. I can get her hair done regardless if you don't like this girl. I'm right here while she's braiding my daughter's hair, getting my daughter's hair done. That's it. I don't understand women that do this. This is not about you. It's not. It has nothing about you. This is about the child. The child is not being harmed. Just because you don't like this lady, don't like you, and you don't like her, the child is not being harmed.
Crazy. And then she says, I even heard she picked out the clothes. And see, that's the thing. I don't have no kids, right? But my brother got a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So I've gone school shopping many a time. Shout out my niece Shay Shay. At this age, though, I can go shop for a girl now. But when I'm 22, 24, I always had to take a girl to the mall to pick out shit for my niece. Like, hey, my niece needs some shit. Grab that shit. Give her the money, grab that shit. Or come on, we go pick some shit out here. Shit like, you think, because I'm grabbing shit. Like, you think shit like this? Nigga, no. Like, I'm a young, like, at this age, I think I do pretty well. You know what I'm saying? But 21, 22, 20, probably up to 28 years old, I probably would have been a horrible nigga trying to pick out some shit for a young girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is he wrong letting the girl pick the clothes out?
No. There's nothing wrong with anything that he's doing. There's nothing wrong. If he's fucking with that girl, there's nothing wrong. As long as this girl is not causing any harm to your child, you shouldn't be mad about anything. You shouldn't even fix your lips to say anything. Period.
Jovan in her house. He says, sounds like she still want the nigga. More than likely, that's the root of the problem between the man and the woman. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the picture, or did I get the picture? Let me see if I got the picture.
Crazy.
I didn't get the
Took
picture.
that baby hair down and made that baby wear a ponytail.
We gotta normalize
being okay with a nigga having another woman and a woman having another nigga.
We gotta
it's
normalize
okay.
it. We gotta normalize it. I don't have a
It's
picture.
okay.
I don't have a picture, right? Let me see if I got it in here though. Let me see if I got it in here. I got it. I got it. Let me load
why
it.
is that so bad?
I got it. Let me load it. Because while we on this topic, I seen this one. This is another one that we're gonna spin off on. This man drives an hour to his ex-wife's house to cut her grass after being divorced for 15 years because his kids live there, right? The women killed this nigga in the comments. He must not have a woman. She must not have a man. I don't know if he has a woman or she doesn't have a man, but we gotta normalize being able to be co-parent or just
civilized human beings to each other,
right,
about shit that don't have no relevance of us doing anything, us trying to get back together. It's us doing human shit. Like
right.
That's it. I don't
ex-husband Joe.
Weird.
Joe is a motherfucking a gardener. Joe is the best nigga cutting grass on the south side of Chicago. Y'all got a divorce. Cool. Joe, can you still do my lawn? Like, you know what I'm saying? My kids, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the mama don't got a man to do the lawn. Maybe she got a man who don't do lawns. Because if she's fucking with me, I don't do lawn work. I can change a tire.
I think what
I can do that.
It'd be bitter shit.
I've never had a lawn. You said
it'd be bitter shit. It's just bitter shit, and I'm really starting to believe that this is what they really set out to do when shit don't go their way, is to be bitter. And women that do this type of shit, that down people for doing things of this nature, they're sitting at home with a man and bitter about that man, and still get on there to be bitter towards everybody else because you didn't know what you were doing when you signed up for what you signed up with. So you put that energy out on everybody else, bro.
And most
people, I think that's what it is.
When a relationship ends, it's war. We're
right.
sworn in. Like, motherfuckers got to learn to start saying, you know, our shit didn't work. It's cool.
It's cool.
Like, I don't gotta sabotage your shit. I don't gotta hate you. I don't gotta not do you a favor. You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucker right now, I assure you, that says, hey man, I'm looking for another job. And it's a motherfucker they used to fuck with, male or female. Who knows somewhere that motherfucker could probably work, but they not gonna tell him. Because you broke my heart, nigga, 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, black people already harbor information anyways. You know what I'm saying? We already harbor information, but damn, if you knew,
to throw it and share it, yeah.
Yeah, if you knew your ex-girlfriend was a CNA and she's been having trouble, she's temp, she's a temp, so she bounces around. When the temp service has CNA positions, she bounces around. but you know a young lady that you might be knocking the fuck down. She's like, oh shit, we gotta hire somebody Wednesday. Like, why wouldn't you say, hey, what's up, X? How you been? You still looking for a job? They hiring over there, whatever. I ain't gotta introduce you to this motherfucker. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can just, I can throw you a bone and say, hey, they hiring over there.
What? You know why they don't do that? Because they already ran to their daddy, and they asked their daddy to put the pressure on him. And their daddy put the pressure on them.
You gotta clarify who their daddy is for those who don't know.
All y'all that don't know who these women daddy is Uncle Sam, child support. And they run to their daddy for child support. It's already a beat thing. So why would she help him do anything when she got her daddy beating down his back already to pay her? Feel what I'm saying? And what she don't understand is if you get him a job, you can get some more money out of him to help you. And he's probably going to be a guy, because most of us only want to help. We don't want to do anything but help. But I will refuse to allow you to abuse me because you upset.
That's crazy.
Put me on whatever you want to put me on. Do what you want to do, but I'm not fit to fight you about it.
Some motherfuckers get a kick out of saying this nigga don't do shit. Like, I don't think you want that nigga to ever do nothing. I think you get a kick out of having that. I don't think you want a productive, positive situation. I think you get a kick. And it's just, I know motherfuckers hurt your heart. Young niggas crush your heart and fuck y'all over or whatever. But at some point, you gotta grow and let shit go and become adults. The nigga that fucked you over at 23 years old is not the same nigga at 32. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta get over this shit.
And that's the thing. Did you not grow? If you felt you grow, why you don't think he grew? It was. You guys had a situation that may not have been the best situation for the both of you guys at that time. And then in the midst of that situation that you guys had a child or two or three or whatever the hell y'all did. Y'all had a child or children. And now you're bickering and fighting and arguing about every little thing, and it has no good will for the child. And you're going to call him a deadbeat all day long because you want him to jump through hell, fire, and brimstone to do what you want him to do for he to be a father.
For what he
You
did.
won't just make it easy for this man to be a father. Like, okay, Joe, your daughter's ready. Come get her. All right, I'm on my way. Fuck that, Joe. You better not take her over to Kim's house, because you know I don't like that bitch. And Kim better not do my baby's hair, because if she do, you're not gonna see your baby no more. And I'm gonna make sure that my daddy come and get some more money out of you, because I'm going there to tell you you don't come see your kids. You don't, like, come on, man. Like, y'all need to stop this shit real quick.
Shit crazy, man. Shit's crazy, but nothing's crazier than this. Football season is back. Preseason has began. Week 1 of preseason games took place. I didn't really watch much. I said, fuck it. I had shit going on this weekend. I'll watch Sunday when the Cowboys play. And for some motherfucking strange reason, boss, I seen Tyrese the day before with a bald head. Because he's bald headed. We turn on the TV, and Tyrese got a baby afro, a beard, and a beanie on in 90-degree weather in LA. He says he was channeling his inner Marvin Gaye. They let this nigga do the national anthem for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's take a look.
Nigga, what did you talk about?
Just when we think Tyrese did it all, boss. And then somebody said, research Marvin Gaye doing the Star Spangled Banner at the football game. Marvin Gaye didn't even have a beard or a beanie. Marvin Gaye had a bald head and some sunglasses and a suit. A blue suit on. Nigga, you didn't even do the Marvin. You didn't reenact the Marvin Gaye. I guess you just reenacted some other Marvin Gaye at the thing. How do you think his notes sounded? People said his notes was a little off in places. How do you think he sounded?
Tyrese can sing. I'm not here to knock that he can sing like a motherfucker. But what he was doing, let's say that shit for somebody else. Take that shit down the street and do it in front of the corner store.
Gilbert Holland says, I read he's in character to play Teddy P. Was that Teddy Pendergrass?
I don't know who the hell it was.
I thought he said his inner Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? Wendy said he was cool. You just like you some Tyrese. You like some Chop. Lethal said he sounds like Eddie Kane when he was trying to get back in a group. And then they tell him on this, because I go right to the nigga comments, and he was like, okay, you got that. He told somebody, you got that. I might have been off one or two notes, you know. I was singing in a different. Yeah, nigga, you trying to be this? Go out there and give us Tyrese, nigga. Give us what was that, Coca-Cola when he was on the back of the bus? Nigga, give us Coca-Cola. Give us Coca-Cola, Tyrese on the back of the bus. National anthem, nigga. What is you out here doing, man? What is you out here doing? I seen some shit, and I probably shouldn't play this clip, but I gotta. Shout out to Nay Love. If anybody knows Nay Love. There's a lady who's on the internet, and she always lets women call in to find a partner. Or men call in to find a partner. I'm just skimming through this motherfucker, and I see a lady, and I'm like, she look a little familiar. And then in the comments, I immediately see, oh my God, Fresno. I'm like, Fresno, Texas? Or Fresno. She says she got 3 babies, 2 baby daddies, and the second baby daddy was just a trick, you know what I'm saying? Will she find love? Let's take a look.
Baby. Nay Love.
Nay Love, where you calling me from?
Fresno.
Fresno. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 32. I'll be 33 in August.
Nayla, Fresno, 32. So you're a Leo or a Virgo?
Yeah, I'm a Leo.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have twins that's 9, a daughter that's no, my twins is 10, my daughter 9, and then I have a 2-year-old.
Okay. So 4 kids.
I do.
Okay. All by the same man?
No, my first kid's father, he was murdered.
Sorry to hear
So
that.
2017. Yeah. So
So how many
yeah,
how many
it
men?
is.
How many men do you have kids by
um
now?
well, the first 3 is by one.
Okay.
And then my 2-year-old is by one. So 2.
Okay, so 2 men.
Yeah.
Sorry about your first kid's dad. Why you not with
Yeah.
the man you had a baby with 2 years ago?
He old and I was tripping.
He's what?
He old like he he ain't mine. Shit.
Was he
He
ever
ain't mine.
yours or no?
No, I was just like from my first kid father, I was just like going through it a lot and turning up too much. And yeah, and it happened. And I kept my baby. Come to find out he had a whole baby mama pregnant with that baby and 10 more other kids and my baby's a secret and he ain't in his life. He's a deadbeat. Like it's just weird like the baby did something to him. But yeah. He 50 what? 4? How old? Yeah, he's 54. He my mom age. He was my mama friend.
Woo,
Yeah.
child.
After grieving and going through everything I was going through and still going through, because it never gets old. You know.
Okay.
I made
Sticky situation. That shit it go on for like 6 minutes. Fuck me up, cause Fresno we go viral for all the goddamn wrong shit. However, people make mistakes. Money boss, do you think there is some love out there? And if there is, just based on what she's saying and the way she's saying it, this is a pre-doctor reel. We got to give her what is your advice for this young lady in her situation? Because she's asking her to help. What does she need to do to get a good man? We didn't make it to the end because that's what the lady does. She hears all the information and then she breaks it. That she's like the female. What's the nigga name? Kevin's name. She tells her what she needs to do to get a man. What is your advice for a lady in this situation?
Be more conscious of what you're doing. Be more aware of what you're setting yourself up for, and you're setting yourself up to do. Knowing this man was an older man than your dad and your mom's friend, why would you put yourself in a predicament, that situation, and then have a child and then try to make it work when you know you just was out here fucking? You should have just kept fucking and made ways of not putting yourself involved in. Now you calling this man a deadbeat. Now you putting this man business in the street. Now you telling how this man don't fuck with your kids, when you probably ain't telling us the real. When this man probably told you, "Hey bitch, I don't want no motherfucking kids. I'm 54."
You knew the job was dangerous as you took it.
Yeah, you're probably not telling us everything. You're just telling us the part that you want to tell us and make it what you want it to be. I don't know, but I can say from this, listening to you was playing the game and got stuck. You got stuck playing the game, and now you want to blame everybody else. You want to blame the other party for you being stuck. You should have been more careful about what you was doing. So I'm gonna tell you, just sit back, relax, man, and chill. Take care of them kids. You know what I mean? And then when somebody come your way that's meant for you, you'll know it's for you. You ain't gotta go look.
Shout out Nay Love if you see this. If you see this, you on my timeline, so if you see this, stay down. It's around the corner. Somebody wants you. Somebody wants you.
Yeah, somebody wants you, but you gotta be the woman that somebody wants. You can't just be a motherfucker out here doing shit that you thinking is cool. You know what I mean?
Right, because
That shit get old.
your intentions in the beginning, based
It's
on
bad.
what you were saying, where it was a come up.
Mm-hmm.
He was a motherfucker with a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? And then
right. It didn't pan out like that.
Yeah, he pay your cell phone bill, buy you some shit.
Yeah.
But now it's a whole baby. He wasn't. He got over on you.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Slid in there, came over there. Hey, baby girl, it is the destiny.
You heard me?
Cuddy, I said you don't have to do that.
Man, listen. He was over there cool. He had little zooms, whams, and trinkets for the other kids.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you want me to have one of these motherfuckers? Hold on now.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? He wasn't there for that. Willie Earl was here. Willie Earl was out of there. Oh my God.
He was out of there. He was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Fresno stay viral for the craziest shit. The nigga that we talked about prior, the cult leader, Nature Boy. Mm-hmm. Crazy Nature shit. We did not kind of agree with the sentence he got for what he did. We agree he was on some bullshit though.
Right.
His sentence, in contrast to other people's sentences, were crazy. However, this nigga is in jail. The other day, he was stabbed in jail. Don't know the full details of who stabbed him, why they stabbed him. He's alive. However, his wives are angry. His wives, this nigga has 4 wives. They're angry. They took to Bigo live. Bigo's kind of like tagged black. They got these things where you go live for money because he uses his channel, Nature Boy TV, to raise money for him while he's incarcerated. His 4 wives took to live to voice their anger. Let's take a look.
Top of our matrix, nature that was already here, and took and raped and pillaged our people. So your grandma, your mother, your aunt taught you what you know now today, and that it's running systematically in your genetic bloodline. So now that you portal into this realm, your children know what you know the ignorance of this system. Your daughter know the ignorance of this system. It's in her blood. It's infested. 0 to 7 years old. So when you come with truth, and you come to break down somebody's belief system, they ignorant, and now they want to get you locked up. They want to get you locked up. They want to get you involved. They want you involved in their system. In your system. It's a mindset. They want to get you involved, getting locked up, wrapped up in this system. Yeah. Child support. They put you on child support, and credibility in this system more than a black man. You are a white supremacist. Yeah. You are Negropean. And you don't even know that. You are ignorant. Your mind is ignorant. Your understanding is ignorant. You are walking through the mind of white supremacy. So you are a bot. MK Ultra ass bot. Yeah. Mind. So when you try to get woken up, it's like an automatic European wake up in you like, oh, go get it, master, there they are. They teaching truth, master, look at them, master God.
Let me tell you what they do, bro.
All this shit.
When the police came into the
lobby, one white police officer.
Let me tell you, police. I'm gonna tell you exactly the setup, right? Because the police officer, the white one, came in first. He the one who commanded. Well, according to their authority, he came up to us first, very aggressively, standing there like, I told you who you came to see here, you can't go and you gotta leave, and I'm gonna give you 10 minutes or you going to jail, right? And he walked off. The black people stepped up. Ugh. Because defend him. They defend this system to the death. I want to tell the fields. On one side, I see a mansion, and on the other side, I saw the project where they keep the slaves. We drive up into the Macon State Prison. All I see is barbed wire, bruh. I started to cry, bruh. Who does humans like that, bruh? Barbed wire everywhere. Nobody. I said, oh my God.
They laid on top of.
This is what happens when your cult don't have a leader. And he's not there. This is what happens. They're just it's like you got killer pit bulls in the backyard, and they never get to go to the front yard. Oh, you better get the fuck out the way.
Right.
Them dogs in the front yard.
See? Money boss. Because he's not. Because if he was there, they'd be sitting in the back.
They'll be
quiet. Now they got the phone and they on live. And now.
It's what it is.
Do you think he told them all cut a little afro? Because they all had the same hair.
But not only that they all have the same haircut, they all look alike.
He got a type.
He got a type. Look at them. They all look alike. Not just their haircut. Look at the facial features. I'm like,
European
did they
like,
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Kimberly Williams says they don't even know they're free now. Kim, I don't think these were his wives before he left. I think these are new people.
New wives.
Who came in. Because I followed the whole shit as it was going on. I've never seen them. I think these are new women who came in support of him and now they're with him now. You know what I'm saying? Moonchild Mel says, of course they have to cut their hair because he told them to. I'm not sure. I can't say he did or he didn't because some of the other girls previously did not have a short. Maybe the one in the front is calling the shots. And
is calling the shots because she's the more aggressive, the more outspoken, the more this is how we're gonna do it type of woman that I'm looking at.
Me too.
But I'm looking at that like she's the one who's pulling the strings while he's not there, and you can tell when you don't have a leader what happens. And this is what I be telling people, like when you get involved.
Okay, Kiana says the one talking the most is Malia. Malia has been around for a minute. She don't know about the other ones. See, I've never seen her. So Malia probably was a part of Carbonation. She wasn't his main, you know what I'm saying, one of the ones on trial with him.
Yeah, but again, you gotta, what I'm gonna say, you got to have some kind of standard about yourself and have some kind of self-worth inside of a situation like
because they're representing him now.
Yeah. And you're not making me look good that I'm in jail fighting a life case. You're making it look bad. Now, get your point across. Say what you have to say, but be intelligent about it when you do it. You know? But I'm going to tell you what. They act like he do. He acts kind of irate sometimes when he speaks.
Right.
He speaks
when he's
great.
Angry. Okay.
Like when he's angry, I've seen that woman, I've seen him in her.
Right. I can get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
He projects his anger better though. They knew that this
by
shit.
Far.
They very knew that
they
this.
don't. Yeah, they don't know how to do
fuck
what
his whole play up with this crazy shit right here. You know what I'm saying? They about to fuck his whole play up. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, we back though. Sicker Media Podcast, Money Making Motivation Monday. Boss, it's about that time. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You having trouble with your man? we gonna do it backwards. We're doing it backwards.
I can help you with that too.
You need a new plan. Nigga, it's time to.
Hey, Dr. Real.
It had to go backwards. The coat women threw me off. You having trouble in your life?
I can help you with that.
You need a new wife.
Let me show you how to get one.
It's time.
Ask Dr. Real.
I sang the song backwards. I sang the song backwards.
I was lost.
But it's all right.
When you did that, I was like, okay, what are we
I
doing
sang
here?
the song. It's been a week. It's been a long week. Time for some Ask Dr. Real. Send in your scenarios, situations, stories, whatever it is you got going on in your life to either my inbox, Money Boss's inbox, or the Secret Menu Podcast at gmail.com, and I assure you that you shall
Remain anonymous.
Remain anonymous. Let's see what we have.
And for all you guys that's not educated and don't know what anonymous means, that means we're not going to tell nobody this shit.
There's somebody that don't know. That nigga Lethal said them bitches look like Bone Thugs in Harmony. They look like Bone Thugs in Harmony. They do though. One light skinned one too. Busy Bone. All right, here we go, boss. Here we go. All right. This may seem petty, but fuck it. My girl is a habitual poster. And by that, I mean she posts her breakfast, the bottle of water she's drinking with crazy captions like drink water and mind your business. Everything she does, everything she eats, she puts it online. Her birthday was a few days ago, and when I tell you it was a post-fest, boy was it ever. The cake, the plates, the gifts, the friends who showed up, and of course, 1,001 sexy little selfies. One thing that was not posted, however, is the man who paid for it all and made it possible. Me. I know my girl looks good, so I don't ever trip off the comments, but I can say this time, seeing all those dudes saying things like, you need to let me spoil you on your birthday, or yeah, all you're missing is a man by your side, and her not responding, hey, I have a man, did kind of bother me. I just paid for all this shit. Do y'all think I deserved a little acknowledgement? Or should I just let my girl do her thing? It's about that time, y'all. It's time to Ask Dr. Real. Alright. Young man says he knows his girl is a habitual poster. She posts everything from breakfast to the gym, to the food she eats, to the places she goes, has a birthday party. She posts every single motherfucker that came to the party. Every gift she got. However, he arranged the party, paid for the party, gave the most extravagant gifts. He did not get a single post. He says it normally doesn't bother him, but then he's seeing comments like, oh, all you missing is a man. Yeah, girl, you needed me there to spoil you. You just needed a man there to spoil you. You got everything else in the world. So she posted all this amazing shit that she had. He says this time, this one, it kind of got to him because she never stepped in and said, hey, no, I got a man and my man made this all possible. He's wondering, though, for the first time ever, should he receive just a little bit of acknowledgement for the birthday that he put together so well? Or should he just continue to let her do her thing how she does her thing on the internet? It's about that time, y'all. It's time to Ask Dr. Real. I can't hear you. Are you speaking? Let me see. Is you on the line? You still on the line? I don't hear you.
Hello.
Okay,
My
there
bad.
you go.
I had it on mute.
Okay,
I had it on mute.
there you go. There you go.
I muted it.
Right.
Let me say this. I don't think you should feel no type of way about it. If that's just how she is and how she's doing, and you know that's how she's doing, be fine with it. Don't be and your feelings about something you know that she's been doing. If she ain't posted you or said nothing about it, you know what time it is. And if you don't know what time it is, then you shouldn't be doing all this shit for her. Going about your business. But I'm quite sure there's a great relationship going on. She's just doing her. A lot of these people want attention outside of home to make them seem like it's something going on great in their life. So they post everything, but the greatest thing in their life is the motherfucker that's really showing them and giving them all the shit that they can post. You know what I mean? To make it seem some type of way for them. But don't feel bad about it, brother. Don't wreck yourself about it. Just keep on going on. You know what I mean? And don't worry about the comments. You know what I mean? You and her already knew she was going social media and posting, so it ain't nothing hard about that, bro. Don't wreck your brain too much about it. You know what I mean?
Do you think there's any logic behind her not posting him?
Yeah,
do you
definitely
think
logic.
Maybe to keep them hoes away from her, man?
That not only that, probably that, but also women don't post their men because most of their followers be men, and these men imagine or may think they have a chance with that woman. So that's on the man, not the woman. That's on that man. But she also knows, though. She knows, so she has to be conscious about that as well. You know what I'm saying? When you posting and you just got everybody
right, because the niggas might not give the gifts and the things they do online if they might not had a nigga.
Yeah. Right.
Their engagement wouldn't be as high. I'm here to see you, bitch, not you and him.
I'm not here to see you and your nigga. So
because I will unfollow you and your nigga. Me, personally. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see too much of that shit on my timeline, and it's not, I don't unfriend you, I just unfollow it, so I don't gotta see you and this nigga every day. You know, especially if I thought I had action. So I get that.
But that's what it is. They know. Women do it. She's not the only one. Majority of the women do it. Majority of
women.
A majority of the women that have super amount of followers do not like to post their significant other because that's going to ruin their content.
Fuck their groove up a little bit.
They'll fuck their little thing up. Unless you started out with your husband or your boyfriend in your pictures like that, most of them gonna keep them
women,
out.
Do
they
you
didn't
unfollow niggas who post their girlfriend all the time? Do women do that?
Yeah, they do. Hell yeah.
I'm tired of seeing this shit.
Hell
like you thought a guy was a cute guy, and you had him on your timeline, like, and then all of a sudden he just starts posting him and the girl all the time. Do y'all unfollow the niggas too?
Hell yeah, they do.
Cause I'm gonna unfollow.
Cause they be having some. Listen, man. Just from doing this shit right here, I understand that because a lot of women, they hear something and they'll disappear. Like, oh, fuck that. No, I ain't fucking with that shit. You feel me?
Absolutely.
They heard something and it's like, fuck them, I ain't on that shit no more.
Disappeared from this motherfucker right
here. Yeah, because they motherfuckers be trying to shoot they shot on the low, and then it don't really go as they shoot, and then motherfuckers be mad about that, and then and then somebody shoot and be cool with it, but then be mad because now they know there's a situation. And
Moonchild Mel says, yeah, why the fuck were you chatting with me but popping up with a girl? Okay, long as we know the women do it too. Long as women do it too. Because I do it quick.
Fuck, yes, they do. They do it.
Or even if you don't, I don't see the nigga and I just see the big ass belly out of nowhere. Harden this shit for 6 months. What the fuck? Alright, unfollow.
And see, I'm new. That's why, and for us, and for you guys out here that don't know, I'm not an internet nigga. I don't do the internet shit like that. I'm not engaging well in the internet when shit go on. So some of this shit, I don't know what an unfollow means. So when you're unfollowing me, I don't kind of give a fuck.
I don't unfollow on Instagram. If I fuck with you on the gram, I unfollow on Instagram too. If I don't know you though, like if I know you, I won't unfollow you on Instagram because I know that means something. Facebook has the option you can unfollow but stay friends. And I think Instagram should have had that too. Because Facebook, we can stay friends, but I'll never see anything from your life. You'll never be on my feed.
You just unfollow them?
Yeah, on Facebook.
I don't know, bro. I'm learning.
So on Facebook, if you're tired of seeing some shit, and it ain't just women, I got some partners or some niggas I know just every day, nigga. Every day, this is every day, nigga. You just unfollow. We still friends, so they can see all my shit, but I don't see their shit. I can see when they comment on another post. You know what I'm saying? We still can engage on other people's posts, but I don't have to see you constantly posting because it's niggas that do it. It be niggas on there. I swear I wanted to make a post yesterday so bad. Do you guys ever get pussy from brown nosing? Because it was in motherfucker on my timeline. He just says the craziest shit about men. He just says crazy shit about men. And I know you. I ain't gonna say what you like, but I be like, ladies, why would you fuck with a man ladies, men who did it, I be like, man, you's a dirty dog, but I'll just unfollow so I don't gotta see, because it's irritating. I don't want to see you. Just you brown nosing every day.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you said that, because I was thinking of posting something today, and it was basically saying to the people, why do you guys ask questions about shit that don't concern you? You're not in that area. You're not in that life. You don't do this type of shit. Why are you asking questions about something that doesn't have nothing to do with you?
And that's what I was saying.
Weird to me.
That's what I was saying. You got a bitch. You're doing great. Quit telling these bitches what kind of niggas they need. You got one.
All right, that shit is crazy.
You running all the bitches off from these niggas. I don't know. Just unfollow. I don't gotta see this shit. I don't gotta see it. Because I just be warned.
Yeah, that's why I don't scroll. I don't even scroll anymore. I get right to business. Make my post.
I'm hardly on that motherfucker, but I get on there some days.
I make my post and
I get on there. I gotta go see what Bud Wilco's got going on. That ghetto shit today. Oh my God.
I post my gym shit and I'm out. And you see my post 90% of the time be in the stories. Bro, I'm not doing the whole thing. That's just
my shit
crazy.
Is usually for laughs. I'm here to be a comedian. You know what I'm saying? My life don't really be on this motherfucker. I had a super weekend in my personal life, but I don't post my life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out King Bot. What happened?
No, I was reading what the title was. You post when you made the title for today.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Forward.
We're gonna get into that. I got one more thing before we get into that, because this young lady's going viral. Well, actually, the dad goes viral. The dad makes a post, and it appears he has built his daughter a beauty salon in the garage. Perception is key, because the video goes viral. He receives all of the accolades.
Oh, God.
The daughter comes on, makes a statement. He's forced to make a statement later. Let's take a look at the video real quick. Here's the ribbon cutting of the garage beauty salon. She's 14.
And I'm ready to grow and continue on and be in the stylist. Okay.
Hey.
Yes.
Woo! Me.
I got you. Ribbon cutting. Boom. We cut the ribbon. Check out the bop bop. I want to check this place out. Can you work with this? Can you help me out with this? Hey. Hey. The bop bop. That's beautiful. Get it? I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do you in there. Right. Get it? Cool. Game life.
I lost boss. This nigga go.
Happened?
You're gone on the screen.
I said that. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you hit something or...
I didn't touch nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The side by side is still there. It's just blank.
Yeah, I see it. Let me go up. Let me go up. Yeah.
Your box is still there. You just not in that motherfucker.
Don't worry about that. Go out and come back in, my brother. Go back out and come back
While
in.
boss is coming back. So the internet perceived, as you can see from the let me bring boss back. As you can see from the headline on the viral post, proud father builds a salon for daughter. The salon that he built. Let me go back. Let me pay attention to what the fuck I'm doing before I try to do anything else. I'm trying to tell a story. Let me do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get your audio right.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
So let me look at it one more time.
Check out the bop bop.
Love how he supported her dreams. Proud father showcases his 14-year-old daughter's salon grand opening, which he built
help me out with this?
for her. So that was the headline that goes viral, which he built for her. You know what I'm saying? So the internet, they come quickly. Motherfuckers do some research. The daughter pops up on the internet and says, and she was cool. She said, "That's me. I appreciate all the support. It was definitely a group effort. My mom, stepdad, and neighbor played a big part." So that was the post that she put. So then the dad had to come on and he said, "Thanks so much, everyone. But it was a group effort." It's a group effort, is what he meant to say. "My daughter, mom, and her husband started the project. And my daughter even bought her own furniture for the salon with her money, with her hair money." Okay. Shout out to her. She's 14 with her hair money. Teamwork make the dream work, and it do. But shout out to the garage. I'm looking at that motherfucker. What did anybody else? I don't know. He might have wrongly got all the credit.
Yeah,
but a whole lot to do with that motherfucker.
Yeah, they just hung mirrors, hung the TV, painted it blue. She said she bought the couch. He said she bought the couches and shit. Put some fucking ring lights in there. If that was a group effort,
he was in the video. He said, "I got you." That's what he said in the video. He said, "I got you."
Right.
Yeah. So they kind of took that as a father did that. That was kind of funny, man. That was kind of funny. It's been some other shit going viral. Let's talk about it. Title of the show is Hustling Forward. There's a big debate online, Money Boss. Kind of break down the debate. I don't want to word it wrong. Break down the debate for the people so they understand what we're evaluating right now.
Well, there was a debate of, we were speaking about hustling. And we got into the conversation of what is hustling. And we were talking and robbery came up. Robbery and stealing came up.
So a booster would fall in that category.
Boosters will fall in the robbery or stealing. Period. They fall in that category. So when that was brought to attention, I was for the. I don't think that's hustling. That's not what a hustler hustles. And so we were having the conversation because it was on Facebook. I mean, it went viral on, I think it was Facebook or Instagram or something. And I'm like, that's not hustling. If you're stealing from somebody, that's not a hustle. But somebody enlightened me, said, times change, boss. Things don't stay the same because the new generation has the efforts of changing it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that changes. So the topic today is robbing and stealing considered hustling?
So it's kind of similar to what we do all the goddamn time with the words.
Right.
And the game. And the code.
Yes.
Hustling.
Yes.
So hustling means
you take something from nothing to make something.
The young lady with the beauty salon, is she hustling?
She's hustling.
She's hustling. Okay.
That's a hustle.
The last time we spoke, maybe not Friday night, but the show before Friday, I said something fucked up. I said, I wish they'd just bring back crack. But it was in retrospect to the fact there's absolutely no summer jobs no more. There's no niggas. They used to call that hustling, but you know what I'm saying? It is a fucked up time and shit is very different. They only have so many options. We have the booster in the store stealing clothes. Now they have the hybrid of the booster is just mass runouts of the store. Another hybrid of that is the bipper, the nigga who just busts a window, steal the shit out the car. He's not even stealing the car. He's just stealing the shit in the car. Those two things, boosting, bipping, do you consider those hustling?
Not at all. No, I don't.
You see it as thieving, stealing.
You're a thief because you're stealing somebody else's shit. You become a hustler when you steal their shit and go out and sell it. You become a hustler now.
When you're selling
so you gotta hustle
the merchandise.
Yeah, you gotta hustle the merchandise that you get. So somebody has to want to buy your stolen goods.
So that's the hustling. Hustling is getting.
That's the hustle part. The hustle part of it is going out to get people to buy what you just stole, you thief. Because you're a thief. You're a thief that knows how to hustle. Some people are just plain out thieves because they steal for themselves. So you're not hustling now. You're just a thief. You're just taking shit.
Right. So if you're just stealing shit,
you're just stealing shit. You're
a car thief.
You're a car thief. You're a cat burglar. You're a bank robber. You're a dope dealer jacker.
I'm a jacker.
Yeah, you're a
dope.
Yeah, you're
jacker.
yeah,
jack boy.
You're a thief.
Right. We never called the jack boys hustlers.
Hustlers. No. You're a jacker.
Yeah, Heather, the stars are still missing. I don't know. I gotta plug my desktop up in here. I haven't did that. We ain't tripping though. We rolling.
Yeah, so that's how I look at it. And people told me I was wrong. You don't get it, boss. You're old. You're not understanding. Things change. Just like wording change. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm getting that old that y'all can just change shit how y'all want to, when y'all want to make it fit and seem right?
Because I'm saying that's why when I said it, I said in 25 years, a nigga that's 2 right now. Not even in 25 years, he's 2. So when he's 16, that's 14 years from now, the big homie introduced this to him, man. Come hustle. And that's what they go do.
So
it's always gonna forever be in his mind that this is hustling. And then he teaches it to a nigga 10 years after him. And then 10 years after him, you know what I'm saying? It's going this way. So at some point, everything we've understood and thought will be pushed clear the fuck out the way.
And I think that's the problem in a nutshell. I think we have to get back to making people understand that there was things that just didn't fit. No matter what you're doing, you have to have some type of morals. And that's why I say morals is, the word moral had to come from a motherfucker that was a moron. Because everybody don't fit that. Everybody don't give a fuck about it. And we're seeing it now. We're seeing it right as we speak because there's no morals. Period. Nobody cares about anything. See, when we was growing up, they said it was honor amongst thieves. The thieves knew not to steal from certain people. That was the honesty in thieving. Yeah, I'm a thief, but I know not to go over to Billy's house and steal nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know I can go to this over here and catch this and steal this, but there was honor amongst thieves. But there is no more honor amongst thieves because there's no morals.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
so when
not.
I say this, hustling is now diminished so much that it's no longer an art form. Because you had to have that in you to know how to hustle. I'm not just saying illegal hustle. I'm talking about anything hustle. Like we used to buy pallets and get a bunch of ear headphones with the little cord and go to the swap mall and sell them motherfuckers. That was hustling. You know what I'm saying? My niggas that's on the block and they feeding this poison to people, they still was out there hustling because they didn't make these people come buy this poison. Yeah, they wanted this poison.
This is crazy how the game is.
You know? So, and when you were doing things that you knew how to do, and it wasn't involving taking it from someone else, or running in someone else's house and grabbing it, or putting a gun in somebody's head. That's not hustling, man. You're just a plain robber, a plain thief, a fucking scumbag to me. Sorry. Yeah, you got to do what you feel like you got to do to feed your kids. But they've
always existed within the ecosystem, though. There's always been the robber, the bank robber, the car there, because there was the car thief when pull-out radios and car stereos was popular. It was an epidemic of niggas who were breaking cars, get the car stereos, go sell the car stereos.
Right.
There's always been that element in this shit. Boosters have existed forever.
Right.
It's back to words. How much does a word really mean?
The meaning, the word has a meaning, but they change it as they use it wrongly, as it was presented to us. So they change it and make it mean something else.
But that's what I'm saying. So in the end, how much does a word really mean? If you could take it and make it something else tomorrow, how much does a word really even mean?
It doesn't mean anything. And that's what I've been trying to say to people for the longest. Like, your words don't mean anything. Somebody made up the word. I found out that shit didn't mean shit.
Wait, what?
shit don't mean shit. It don't.
I saw that clip, but it wouldn't play. It was two white ladies sitting in the room, and she said it was because manure was explosive, and then it wouldn't play any further. But I think you know what? I think that's probably when my internet was tweaking in the house.
Manure. They used to ship manure on boats, and because the boats were so hot, the manure used to catch fire and explode. You know what I mean? So they made up, it stands for something like ship high, something, I forgot, something crazy. And that was the word.
Yeah, the clip wouldn't play. And some
that
people
was
were saying,
the word,
why would shit catch on fire? Because these are cows who are eating hay and grass. Yeah. There's always, if you've ever lived, because I lived on Harris Ranch as a kid, so cow shit has hay in it. There's hay and grass and cow shit, and it will burn. That's why in old movies you'll see motherfuckers put cow shit in a paper bag and it burns well. Random fucking fact. Yeah. So yeah, that's how that shit would burn, because it's hay in that shit, which is crazy. But yeah, so the words don't really hold that much fucking power, because they can easily be changed.
Because let's take the words from where they derive from the start. The word bitch is female dog. Mm-hmm. We use
square
bitch as
square is an object.
Object
is a shape.
Yeah,
we position it into the community as somebody who doesn't involve themselves with any criminal activity. They're on a straight and narrow path.
Right. Because we take and make things what we want them to be, how we think they should be, because that's us in our own world, believing that we can just do whatever the fuck we want to do. Excuse my language. Whatever the hell we want to do.
So that's what I'm asking. If we could take the word square, which means a four-cornered shape, and we make it something else, who's to say another nigga can't take it and make it a third thing? If we didn't have rights to it, we didn't have rights to it in the first place. We took something that was already something, made it this. This is a square. That's a square, bitch. Or, you know what I'm saying? Square.
Right.
And then another motherfucker comes along and says, no, this is square. To me, it's copyright infringement 3 times. Or 2 times.
Right. 2 times. And that's what happens, though. We do that a lot with the words. And that's why we lose definition of what the word means when somebody starts talking to you and they use a word and I'm like, that don't fit because you just said that. That word don't go there because the definition of what that word means, not that. Oh, yes, it do, because you didn't change the definition because you've been using it wrong all this time. All this time you've been using this word this way, but it ain't been wrong.
They're 20 years younger than us.
Right.
They've been using it that way for 10 years. That's the disconnect.
That's the disconnect of it. And that's why I think that we have to understand how to correct people to get back to where we need to be at on the same page, so we don't keep using and getting lost on what's happening. If we can't use the words in a proper manner, we're going to be fucked up, because 20 years from now, you're not going to understand nothing.
And I think it's inevitable. We wouldn't understand if we didn't keep our posts on the main vein to the street. But there's a whole plethora of motherfuckers who communicate in that language. And one of the things that fucked me up is I went to Mexico. I went to Tulum, Mexico. And I'm with a young lady. And she's trying to buy tacos. And she's like, I want asada. And they're like, what the fuck is that? That's not Mexico's hue. That's not a thing. That's not how they pronounce beef over there. Asada. We think you go to some places in Mexico, that's not a thing, but it's closer to the border, whatever the word was, it grew, it changed. As it got to close to Tijuana, which is close to San Diego, it comes over, and that shit didn't change to asada. That's how you say beef. And when you deep into Mexico, asada's not a fucking thing. You go in our grocery store, though, it's right there on the package. But if you're in Mexico, that shit is not a word.
Yeah, that's just like fish when they do fish. Like basa basa is not basa basa. That's swai. But whoever came up with it being called basa basa.
I seen a thing about that fish. It's not even like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like the hybrid of that, and they made it. It's really not good to eat, they say.
Right. You know it's swai. It's in the catfish family. That's where that shit comes from. That's bottom feeder.
You can't really even buy that shit in California no more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just like that, we back. Money Making Motivation Monday, Secret Menu Podcast, Diego Red, Money Boss. If you think these young niggas changing the words is crazy, they trends is even crazier. They got some new shit out there, boss. It's called slow shit. If you ain't doing slow shit, boss, you ain't doing nothing. Let's take a look.
I just feel like if you ain't doing slow shit, what you doing? If you ain't doing slow shit, what you doing, fool? If you ain't doing slow shit, what you doing, fool? Riding in the back of a U-Haul on the freeway with the fucking door open, holding this bitch because it won't close. Let me tell you the whole story. What you
Grind face.
That didn't end well.
That's not having a father.
Is that what that is?
That's not having a father. When you're young, you're willing to take chances and do shit that is detrimental to you. You are willing to do detrimental shit. And your father being around will help you understand. Son, don't do that dumb shit.
And I did some pretty dumb shit.
Me too. I'm saying.
Never that dumb.
Not having. It was the equivalent to that dumb.
At that time, huh?
Back then, at that time.
Progresses, the risk and
time progresses, the shit is dumb, gets dumber. As we move on, that was light shit. Nigga, that was candy shit. That's
for free. But that's what I'm saying about the era being different. I did some crazy shit, but it was like some money involved.
It doesn't matter about money with these kids nowadays.
That I know. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say some other shit need to take place.
The quality of life don't even have nothing to do with money right now. These kids don't have an understanding about what life is. That's why I tell them young niggas all the time. Say what you want, nigga. Just make it to this age. If you can make it to this age, nigga, then you're going to understand how proud it is to be this age.
It's getting kind of hard for them to make it, though. Because it's just shit crazy.
Absolutely. Like, when I was growing up, they used to say, make it to 21. Right?
Right.
Make it to 21.
Mm-hmm.
I got shot at 15. My first time being shot, I was 15 years old. So I was really scared for me to say, make it to 21. Because I'm like, oh, I've been shot already. I'm running with niggas that shoot at niggas. I'm running with niggas that selling dope. I'm like, damn, now I understand what they're saying. The young black man life expectancy is hard to make it to 21. You know what I'm saying?
Were you realizing it then in the moment, or did you kind of have to get past it to look back at it?
I was realizing it when I was sitting down with a bullet in my thigh that was 3, maybe 4 centimeters away from hitting my main artery where I could have died. That's how close to death I was. If that bullet would have moved 3 centimeters.
You kind of switched some shit up from that point?
From that point, I didn't switch it up. I kind of was more leery of what I was doing when I did it. You know what I mean? then it was whatever. After that, it was like, all right, you got another chance. Think about it twice before you do it. There was no thought about it the first time. You know what I mean? Back then, there was no thought. Now it's like, think twice. You know what I mean? And it got me further because I did start thinking more than just once. I thought twice. You know what I mean? Like, okay, hold on. Play this in your head. Because let me show you how crazy this is. I used to run with some guys, and you would catch me in the car with them every day. I don't care what we was on, what we was doing. I'm in the car with them every day. I had football practice. They came to my house to come pick me up. I didn't get home from football practice because I stayed after. After I stayed, you know what I mean? Boom. I get home. I get a phone call. Hey, go down the street. The boys is down the street. They done hit a pole. They laying out in the street.
Damn.
I'm like, what? Like, they're right down the street from my house. Like, my house is here.
If you were home,
they're on the
had
corner.
you been home, you would
had
have
I been
jumped in
home,
the car and been in the
I would
car.
have jumped in that car and been in the car with them. You know what I'm saying? So me saying that was, I was thinking more because I knew, me being at football practice, I could have left her. I knew I could have just, but my thought process was, I know my niggas is going to come. I'm going to stall them out.
You just hanging
on
out
me.
for a while.
I'm a stall hanging out. I ain't gonna hang out like that. I'm gonna stall it out. You feel what I'm saying? And they end up, they made it out, but they got fucked up. They made it out the situation, but they got fucked up for a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Say
So,
what
who's to say if it was me? Right. You feel what I'm saying? So I think just as you get older, and that's why I like to talk to these young kids, and I know they listen to me because they see me, oh, he got the nice car, he got the jewelry, his name is this, and the perception, right?
Right.
The perception of who I am to them opens the door for me. And I think that's
for
the
a
best part
motherfucker to
of
listen. Because nobody wants
Bingo.
to listen to a motherfucker that looks like they absolutely don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Don't know what the fuck they talking about. Right. So that opens the door for me to talk to some of these kids. That's why I apologize to all the young guys that was around me. Even though I feel like they're doing great, I just had to apologize to them because like my leadership at that time wasn't leadership. It was just me being me and allowing y'all to be y'all around me,
right,
and wasn't giving y'all no guidance. Even I've always been the older one around, so I should be giving you guidance forward instead of saying what I was saying and what I was pushing at the time for them. But what I can say is all of them doing good. Y'all looking great.
Shout out to the game.
Y'all turning out and doing the shit y'all need to do. But it's a learning lesson. And again, life don't have a handbook to tell you how to move through life. So.
And niggas say shit like, I was talking to a girl online, and she was like, the question was, if a person tells you they know everything, what's your response?
My response
Mr.
is
D.
I always learn something.
Yeah, but that's the logical thing, because that's what everybody came in and said. Everybody came in and said, I tell them you stupid. You can always learn something. You can, and she was like, exactly. So I said, hey, wait a minute. We need more context. Why did they tell you I already know everything? Are they talking about everything in the world?
Right.
Why does it matter? Okay, because if I'm talking to a motherfucker I know that is the best cake baker I've ever known, bitch make the best cakes in the world, what do I look like telling her what to get me from the store to make my cake? Make sure you don't forget. And I know this is what you do. Like, I don't work on cars. I'm not taking my car to the mechanic to tell him what to do to my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his job. So I had to ask her the context. She was like, okay, but even then, if they are the master of what you know they know of, couldn't they learn something else? I'm like, from who? You know what I'm saying?
From who? If they're the master of it.
From who?
If I'd have mastered it, I have to have the grandmaster to come tell me, hey, did you go over this? And then there's no grandmaster for that. Without a master.
Exactly. And so she was like, well, I get what you're saying, but you don't get what I'm saying. I said, I do, because in reality of the world, right? If we're saying there are 17 steps to assembling a radio, and I mastered the 17, what else is there for me to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, there is an end to some things. There is some shit that you could possibly know everything about. There is, I said, all right, I must not argue with you no more. But she never told me, because motherfuckers will try to bend their arguments from their life to feel better. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're at work with a coworker trying to tell this person something that they know everything about. Some shit that they know, you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't give us the scenario of what was going on. So I don't, because for all I know, we finna take your side just to make you feel better about your argument you had. And that person might know everything there is to know about what the fuck they was trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's in that content, yes. And some people, I just read what Anthony Anderson said. Shit got to make sense. Let's stop trying to make nonsense make sense.
Right.
And I think that's the problem right there, bro. And you hit that right there, bro. There's so many people that hate, or I'm not going to even say hate, that refuse to be wrong, knowing that they're wrong.
That part.
Knowing that they're wrong. Their refusal to be wrong with the fact in their head, they know they're wrong.
And
because
sayings like that, like, you can always love.
Yeah.
I could, but you ain't the motherfucker who can tell me right now. Just because you don't have the answer, you're mad I have the answer. You're trying to tell me, well, you don't know everything. Okay, I know more than you, though. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers don't want to hear it.
And I think that's the problem that we have, is people don't want another person to feel like they're smarter than them, and they don't know that. And that's what I try not to argue with people about things in scenarios, because you're not going to get it. If I told you I did my research on this situation, and I studied on this situation for many fucking moons, and I ask you, do you know this? If you don't even know this part of it, how are you arguing with me about this scenario at all?
Right.
You're not even qualified to argue about this yet.
See, the podcast,
you just want to argue.
It opens us to speaking on so much shit. But in regular time, I tell motherfuckers, my niggas didn't fuck with cars. I'm never sitting there trying to tell a nigga nothing about no engines and no, because that ain't what I do. Ask my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I try to stick to the shit I know. I spend time on the shit that I really spend the time watching the videos I watch, reading the books I read. Like, I like the certain specific shit. Let's talk about some music. I can tell you about motherfuckers from the 30s to yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some motherfuckers don't do no research on shit. I saw one video on TikTok. Now you know I don't fuck.
But that's the life we live in, and things are that easy now. You know, everybody is surface based. Nobody digs down the rabbit hole no more.
Right. So the first thing you get
is boom.
You go regurgitate it. You know what I'm saying? And it's
right.
Like, nah. Usually when I get something, I gotta go to 4, 3, 6 more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta confirm some shit. Okay.
And that's what that was my thing too. Like when I posted about the boxer lady, I'm like, oh, that's a man.
Because we didn't touch back on that.
That's a man. And for me, when I went to go do, because now I'm being, you're body shaming. Now people's in my inbox about body shaming. People, you're this money boss. I never thought you would be that type of person. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's a whole ass man.
They said it's a man.
They said it was a man. That's a whole ass man.
I literally responded. I said they literally said this person felt a DNA. Because I never said it was a man. I never once said it out of my mouth it was a man. I take that back.
Right.
I just simply asked everyone who said, well, what is it? They failed a a gender test. So I'm to believe they were tested under something and it didn't come back female. So I don't know. But I didn't know it was a whole thing about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to call her she has X and Y chromosome. That's male. If we're going to get down to the nitty gritty, that's male.
So it is?
The Y.
So it was.
No. See, she was born
with both.
With both. That turned more to her being more girly until she started getting older. And that Y started taking over.
Knocking niggas out.
The Y took over.
Motherfucking shoulders got strong in the motherfucker later in later life, knocking motherfuckers out. And
then I don't think she was, because it's 9 people that beat her ass already.
Right.
She lost to 9 other women.
Yeah, motherfucker didn't win gold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the lady she beat that day apologized and said, I said it out of spite, hateful, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She must have hit her hard than a motherfucker.
She hit her, listen, she's not the only person in boxing that felt something like that. There's some men that felt like that.
Just tapped out.
You can go into boxing and go see a man get hit really hard and quit. Just type that in. It's plenty of them.
Right.
They got punched in their fucking nose and quit. Like, oh, fuck this. I'm done. I'm out. You know what I mean? So when she did it, it grew attention. Now I have to go look at you as you're a boxer. You just ain't been punched right. You've been getting away with fighting, and somebody ain't got a good lick on you.
And when they finally did, you called them a whole
this motherfucker right here, this motherfucker right here was bigger than you and gave you a good punch, and you didn't know how to handle that. You went right back to your corner and said, I don't want no parts of this shit. Y'all can have it. That's the dude.
Oh,
and that was wrong. You know what I mean? That was wrong on our part. So I'm just...
on the world stage at the Olympics, that shit spread like wildfire. Our apologies to you, ma'am, if you truly are a man, because I still ain't did all the research. But technically, they're saying you are a woman. Congratulations. Or you didn't even win. My bad. But whatever.
Yeah.
Players fuck up too.
Yeah, she grew into her man child. She was a little girl and grew into a big man. You know, she's still a girl, but she just grew into the man. The Y took over. You know how you get some genes?
Kicked in.
Yeah, you know how you get some genes? Because I'm a firm believer of this. When I was younger, me and my dad looked like twins. The older I got, me and my mom started looking more and more alike. My brother never looked like my dad, and Dre looks dead on my dad's twin. So I can see down the line how some genes
different shit
take a little longer to change and maneuver inside, because there's 2 genes in there for her. She's got 2 different type of genes though that's working inside of her, or 2 different chromosomes working inside of her,
and
making shit work.
I'm not great at that shit. When I say I'm talking about some shit,
not genes, but chromosomes. Yeah, you know.
Shit work. I don't know how to change. They say any of us could have been a man or a woman. All of us.
Yes.
They
Yes.
say your wee could have been a clitoris. You know what I'm saying?
Either your balls drop or they stay inside. That's
For
it.
any of
Your
us,
balls,
you know what I'm saying?
your balls either gonna drop
For any
or
of
stay
us.
inside because a woman's clitoris is just a man's penis that
is
didn't
crazy.
grow.
We'll talk about that some more on Friday night. Friday night, YouTube only, the sneaky link. 9 p.m. to midnight, man. We'll be back Wednesday, just like that. We back money making motivation Mondays, though, boss. Give us some game to take us to the hump. You know what I'm talking about? It.
Despite what you think about how life is treating you, there's always glory on the other side of that mountain. You may have climbed that mountain to the top of its peak, and something happened to you that had you slide down that mountain off the peak. Remember, you climbed that mountain once, so you know what the steps is to get back to the top. Now remember, the steps you took may have been buried so you don't see the same steps. But always keep in mind, you knew how to step up there to get there. So stay focused on you. Stay focused on the moves that you make. Stay focused on your greatness. Tune into your greatness so you can be great. I was in, I went to Sunday, a church thing for Roger on Saturday.
Happy birthday, syrup. That's syrup, y'all. Roger syrup. You know what I'm saying?
And I heard something that stuck with me. And somebody said, we need to give people the freedom to do what it is they're doing and then bless them as they doing it. And when he said that, I said, who am I to give somebody freedom? And you are somebody. All of us are somebody. And their freedom is you being the person you are and being free to them to help them get to where they're going. So remind yourself, give the person around you the freedom because some of them need it and they don't know they need it, but you see it in yourself to give them that so they can so they can move forward and do what they need to do. And it also helps you because you just did something great for somebody else. So I'm going to tell you guys, just keep being awesome. That's it. Just keep being awesome. Be the best. Always turn your light on. In any room, even if it's lights on, turn your light on. Let them all see the glow in you. Let them all see that you're great. Let them all see your greatness, that you're working on your greatness. And y'all have a great day, man. That's it. I'm going to.
We'll be back on Wednesday, Secret Menu Podcast, Friday night. You know what it is. The Sneaky Link. 8:24. This is crazy because I didn't catch it when I did it. But 8:24, man, I'll be interviewing Otis Reed. And he got on this Lakers shit. 8:24 was Kobe. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of crazy. But 8:24, interviewing Otis Reed on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Trap House is out now and on Tubi. Fuck with the game. We'll be back Wednesday.
Post up these flyers. There's so much going on this weekend. Y'all be prepared. It's a barbecue. It's the end of the weekend barbecue.
D1 and my boy Ron, right?
Yeah, D1 and Ron got the pool. I mean the barbecue. Filthy and Marcus got an adult swim party. That night. Domino tournament earlier on that day. It's a full weekend. It's a full weekend. So you can't say that there's nothing to do this Saturday. It's a full weekend Saturday, in Fresno, California.
Outside.
We outside.
Tell them niggas send them flyers. We'll get them on.
I got all the flyers. I'm gonna send them to you. I got all the flyers. Send you all the flyers.
That's what it do.
That we popping out. We popping out.
It's going up Fresno, California this weekend, man. Secret Menu Podcast. We appreciate y'all tapping in. We appreciate y'all staying down. We apologize for the break. We both had shit going on for a whole week. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Man, we'll be back Wednesday, hump day. You know what I'm saying? Do a little humping around. You heard, man. Diego Red is saying peace.
Money Boss is saying peace.
And we out.